My name is Lehlogonolo Masoga, the Administrator Stroke Accounting Authority for the Services SETA. Services SETA is a very important player in the skills development ecosystem. It's one also of the biggest SETAs. It's among the biggest SETAs in the country by virtue of the scope of the sector. And we had to look at the resources at our disposal and say, what can we do with these resources to make a difference in the lives of the young people who are affected by the challenges facing our society? If you go into the labor market and look at what employers are asking from potential employees, they will say a qualification, a degree or a diploma or whatever certificate, but then they will ask for a year or two experience. If you're fresh from varsity, where will you get that experience? And it needs somebody to close that space. And that's where the service SETA came in to say, let's create a focused, structured, dedicated means of providing that 2 years experience to these learners, deliberately so. Responding to a call by the president of embarking on a skills revolution. That's why we took a decision that we must launch this 20,000 internship program, and we named it the Power of X Squared. And we're saying so because through the Power of X Squared, we open new opportunities for experience, for exposure, for excellence, for exchange, and for expandment, expanding the opportunities and the learnings that the graduates have gone through at varsity, but now they must now put their trade into practice at the work floor. You look at the distribution of opportunities. They get largely concentrated in metropoles, in the big cities, at the expense of rural communities, especially the far-flung rural provinces such as Northwest, Northern Cape, Limpopo, Mpumalanga. So we took it upon ourselves that this national initiative will go to one of these underserviced provinces, which is Northwest in this case, and that's why we're in Mafikeng today to launch the Power of X. On days like this one, where we interact directly with beneficiaries, we'll be amazed at the level of appreciation that the young South Africans feel that their lives have been touched differently by a public institution. These opportunities that we have a very great potential to change the lives of ordinary people, ordinary young men and women who are out there hopeless. And we're pleading with them to reach out to us, continue to populate that database so that when the time comes to benefit from these opportunities, we don't have to run around. We find them in the system, we connect them to opportunities. There may be some of the graduates that in 6 months, they will find a job. And then there is a vacancy, it's an opening. Then we pull in new others, because the intention is to make this Power of X a revolving door. Yes. It doesn't close. When others comes in, others goes out. When others goes out, others comes in, so that we can continue that journey of touching lives. My tenure as an administrator is ending on the 18th of August. And I look back with pride and excitement that within that short space of time of less than 12 months, we've made quite a lot of changes in the institution. Not only through these major programs that are out there in the public, but things that are more internal on governance reforms, on internal controls to stabilize the capacity of the institution to discharge its mandate. It's my wish that when the new body is appointed, they could really use this work that we've done in the last 11, 12 months as a springboard to make even more meaningful interventions that can touch the lives of ordinary people. So we're pleading with the future that let's not drop the ball and protect the future of our children through this strategic institution.